This is your market recap for April 16th, 2025. Today we played bearish, which is not really what I was expecting, but it did give us signs. I took a trade today and I did lose, and I will admit to being entirely confused and having the wrong bias. I thought we'd play bullish today, and I'll go over why that is. So, the reason I was bullish is here, this right here in my mind, that's accumulation. This discount opening and this leg here, to me, manipulation, right? So I thought accumulation, manipulation down here, and we're gonna boom, explode out of that playing bullish. Um, However, that did not happen, and there is a good reason for it. So if we look here, this gap down, discount, new day opening gap, bang. Constant encroachment of the new day opening gap gets hit and immediately rejected. Um, I was just so tunneled on playing long. This hit constant encroachment and ES filled it fully, and they both rejected the same. So I I don't know exactly what to classify it. I mean, I was wrong, but the reason I didn't see it like this was because I was stuck in my bias. Well, to be fair, I saw this, so opened up here, reacted off of this, sweeping this high. I thought, okay, reaction, high time frame, we might be bullish. All right, I saw price come back into this hourly inverse here, right? And then I saw, we'll get down to it. But what we ended up doing today, is playing bearish basically all day. S&T these highs for lunch, sends us lower. Um, a little easier to see on the 15-minute, but this hourly is the focal point of the day. We react off of it bearish, validate it, break above it, and I thought we'd use it as an inverse, but we break below it again, come back up, constant encroachment reaction, and then we play bearish from there, taking out this low and hitting constant encroachment of this wick, as you can see there, bang, and then rejecting off of that. So, down to the 15-minute. Um, yeah, this right here, SMT, like I said, ES closed all the way up here. So if, I don't know how to say this, ES closed way above it and NQ didn't, so that's an SMT in my mind. Our drawn liquidity after that was this low. With this SMT was this low. I don't recall if ES hit that, so let's look. No, it didn't. Um, Wait, hold up. No, it didn't. This is what I need to be looking at right there. Yeah, no, it didn't. So we failed to make this low. What am I talking about? Okay, so this is the draw. Okay, let's focus. This right here is the SMT, which then tells us the draw should be down here. However, we don't sweep it on either ES or NQ yet. We come down and we come close, very close. This low is at 504.50, and this low is at 509.25. So very close, but not there yet. So with this being the draw, and with us being pretty heavily extended here, we retrace up. 15-minute plays us bearish. We didn't take out this low. Why? I don't entirely know. I want to say just because it's recent market conditions. So you'd be close. If you had profits here, they would have gotten hit. We swept this one, but not this one. Um, Very odd in my opinion. But macro pushed us up. Another SMT here in the sense of the closures, right? ES swept it, NQ swept it, but ES swept it and closed, and NQ didn't. So that tips us over for lunch, right? Because we're playing bullish towards the end of lunch. The 11 o'clock reversal is going to tip us around and play the opposite of that. We have this 15-minute right here. that we react off of, 25%, 50%, and then we come down finally, take out these lows here, bang, and then drive all the way down below these lows here, and once again to that constant encroachment of that hourly. This 15-minute also kept us up once we got there. Oops, skip the 5-minute. 5-minute, same thing. You can see bullish reaction here, SMT, constant encroachment, boom, consolidated. So I thought we were consolidating here, coming down, here, driving down, playing bullish. But this drive down just gave us the need to retrace before heading lower. Honestly, don't really see it. I don't see it. There's no solid reason this SMT could either have us reverse like it did or retrace. Um, there's no 15-minute. That's just straight consolidation. There's no SMTs telling me to play bearish. Well, what do we know? This is a high time frame SMT, 4 hour, 1 hour, right? So the draw is down here, or internal liquidity. But as of now, the only internal liquidity is here. So with that in mind, price is targeting here. Okay, that makes sense. We take out this internal liquidity, play bullish, create another SMT here. So then what are we targeting? Liquidity here, here, and here. We hit all three of those, playing bearish. Constant encroachment that hourly wick and play bullish from there. Now let's get into my entry. So like I mentioned, I was long. I don't know why I have SMT here. I don't know if this was an SMT, but here we go. So ES did not close like this. ES closed very, very shallow. Let me see. Whoa, that's not what I want. Bang, right? 929. Look at this sweep. Shallow sweep. NQ. Where are we? Okay, stop that. Okay, thank you. Boom. Huge sweep, right? 28, 29. We went way below this low. So deviation there. We took it on ES long with, unfortunately, this big expansion allowed, or not allowed, caused our stop loss to be fairly large, which meant our profits were up here. So we did not hit them. And we ended up losing on this drag down here. We have, I believe, an SMT of these lows, this internal sell side. And then we went up to take the highs that I was targeting. Another SMT of these closures here. Okay, here's what I was talking about. You remember with that new day opening gap, how I said, okay, SMT here, this could either be a retrace or a reversal. Boom, we're playing bullish. SMT reversal, right? Takes out this low. There's also, boom, SMT retrace playing bullish. So SMTs tell you when it's going to, that when the market's going to turn. It doesn't tell you where it's going. So unless you have a higher time frame bias, the SMT will give you nothing. Because here, we could have just been targeting sell side, internal sell side, which it looks like we did. But here, we also could have done the same thing. SMT here, oh, we could target this and head higher. But that's not in the plans. And I need to figure out why that was. SMT these lows, retraced here, playing bullish. SMT of closures up here. Changing the state of delivery, boom, playing lower through there. Consolidation after taking out these lows, so that's our lunch goal filled. We're just going to consolidate. Lunch ends, algorithm kicks back in. We take out these highs before heading bearish. This would be a great trade, but it most likely took off too fast to take, or to give you an opportunity to enter. If you did enter, would have been very lucrative targeting these lows. Again, constant encroachment down here ends us off and starts the retrace upwards. Now let's look. Hourly. Why are we bearish? Let's look. Higher time frame SMTs. These highs are good. Those highs are good. These highs are good. SMT here has us targeting this low because there's no internal. This isn't an SMT up here. Another SMT of closures between these lows pushes us up. Yeah, I don't see any high time from SMT. Yeah, that would cause us to play like we did. Except here. But this is a high. That's like a macro level. This high here, Wednesday at 10 p.m. is here. We swept it here, not here. Could cause high time frame bearish. Let's take it this low. I don't know. It seems like boom, discount opening. Sorry, premium opening. Filled it in bearish. No buy side trials at all. Shallow sweep here, played bearish. Retrace liquidity, failed to take it, dive down. I mean, it does look bullish or bearish, except for the fact that we're not having any progressive work to the downside either. The only one we have is this. Downwards and close. Everything else is just literally higher highs. Downward close here. Again, it looks like manipulation to me, but I am by no means an expert. That is what today has proved. So, higher time frame. We took out this low, retracing. With this being Wednesday, I think it's unlikely that we're going to play bullish on the week. I think we might hit a little bit of a retrace this week. So playing bearish the next couple days. We have some liquidity still left. Still closed within this fair value gap here. Could play bullish there. I'm ready to just be out of these market conditions, man. Bullish expansion, and then we're just consolidating. I would be okay taking out this low and then playing bullish. I think higher time frame we are targeting bulls. You saw that daily candle close within, or maybe it was weekly, one of the two, close within that for value gap. Yeah, I just like that. I like the idea of playing bullish here. We're trying to play bearish, but it's the volume's just not there. The volume's just not there. So this has been your Let me say this. As always, we need to come to the market with an objective view. So if I show up tomorrow and everything goes as I say now, good, fine, whatever. But if it doesn't, that's okay too. That's completely okay. We just need to not have such a set and concrete bias. We need to have an idea, have a feeling, but if the market's not telling us what we need to see, we switch it. That's what makes a good trader. So on that note, this has been your market recap for March 16th, 2025.